started recording this. So now let's say I will go ahead with mother giving pocket money. Okay. So you are a web layer here. So you are a web stack. Okay. Where you access your let's say everything whatever is being displayed, whether it is web browser or your HTML, all that web interface, it is you. Okay. So consider it is you who is requesting all that access or whatever you want, you are making that request. Okay. So now you are accessing your pocket money, okay, with the app stack. Okay. Let it be father or mother, okay, either of it. Okay. So wherever you want to have an access, okay, from your web stack, you will be contacting your application layer. This is where your business logic will come. Okay, all this programming, all that stack, everything, it will get connected to this. Okay, so now your DB stack is your database. Let's say this is your father. Okay, you cannot approach directly to father. Okay, so whatever you wanted to have pocket money, you should approach your mother only. So it is forbidden to directly contact your father for money. Okay, everything it is being handed over to application stack. Okay, if you require it, then only you will be able to get that information. Okay, so this is the proper channel to connect the database. You cannot directly connect this. So this is how your data storage, application and web, okay, this is where you will be interacting. Okay, and this is your app and this is your DB stack. Okay, so now let's take it in a more detailed way. Okay, so now you are visiting one website. myapp.com. Okay, you have all that products. So what web technologies, it will give you all the products. Okay, like your shoes, all that miscellaneous products, you got it. Okay, so now you have a request to application server. So you have not logged in, you have just to open one web page. Okay, let me open one web page. Okay, I will show you. Then what this application layer will do, it will fetch us the database and it will get all the stock and your pricing here. Okay, without authentication it is getting it. Okay, this is just a simple query. Let me open one website. Okay, I am opening one website here. Okay, so let's open. Okay, Snapdeal. Okay, .com. So everything is coming up here. Okay, so you are getting this price and your stock, all that it is coming through that application then database. Okay, so let me click on this. Okay, so now without authentication I am getting all these details, how many products, all that information I am getting through this application. So wherever, whatever I am browsing it here, this is going to submit it. Okay, it will if I click it, it will request it, it will get that information. Okay, if I put any order, it will post. Okay, it will create. These are all the application stack that I am doing. So I am not at all authenticated here. Okay, this is app logic. So once I got authenticated, then there will be a business logic, validation, everything will happen. So right now I am just browsing. So this application is getting information from this. Okay. So here it is not going to display how many stock I have, all that. It is not going to display. Let's say I will go ahead with the bag here. Okay. So I will add to cart here. Okay. I added it, but it will say I need to log in. So if I want to do it, proceed to checkout. Then it will ask me for the login. This is all called as a business logic. Okay. So this is where it will be validated. This is where your application is contacting here with the database, and your order will be placed. So your user interface, you will be staying here only, but you are having a control over here. This is how your application, web, app and database will work together. Okay. So here you are using you are a generic user, you open a website and then you are requesting a HTTPS connect to the application server. Then application gave you that request, okay, this is my page, you see whatever you want. Then it executes the query, okay, what is the product, all that it will give you that information here. Okay. So then it will format everything, it will give. Then you will have a display here. Finally you get a display. That is how your application, database and web interface will work. Okay. So now we will see it in a different aspect now. Till now you got clear? Okay. So he will just browse, add, place, or he will view or modify his profile, his own profile. That's it. So whereas this is a admin guy, okay, he is a admin for the website. So he will manage the product, okay, product, what is that unit, so what is the color, okay, is it a t-shirt or jeans pant, okay, what type of t-shirt it is, how many we have in stock, so how many users are ordering, what is the sales, all that he will have an access. Okay, that access he will have a something administrative access at the application level he will have, because he has to manage this all. Okay, you see this green color here. Okay, so he will be having a administrative access so that he can modify it. Okay, so then you have something, someone who is a application user, he is a technical guy, this guy is a non-technical guy. He will just give the reports to the management. Okay, he will just manage the orders, how many orders are placed, what is the sales, how many users, all this. This is an admin work and this is a technical work. Okay, so this guy will be scheduling the jobs. Okay, so he will say, okay, if you order any product, he will mention, okay, this many are in stock, all are automated, everything. He will be connecting to the database, all the technical work he will be doing it. Okay, that is his role. That is why he will have access to the application as well as to the database, and he will be updating it to the database. So whenever user modifies or place an order, it should automatically remove it from the database, like the stock is being reduced. So that is his task. Okay, so he will be connecting to the service and to the external systems. So if required, like MobiKwik or Amazon Pay or Razor Pay, credit cards, all that he will integrate with this, so that customers can place an order. Okay, they should not feel any problem with accessing that product. Okay, he will be managing this layer. Okay, and he will be just contacting this layer. And now you have a database user, okay, who will be performing all the activities with respect to only database. Okay, he will not touch anything. He will be doing the query optimization, then backup or restore, all that with respect to backup. Any backup you take, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, SQL Server, anything. Okay, his job is to optimize the database. That is his role. Okay, he will ensure that there is a connectivity between app and database. Okay, so this is in a three-tier architecture. Okay, so web user will not directly connect to the database. He will just connect to the application. Okay, application will request the information of this product. What is the type of product? What is the price? And what is the stock? So this layer will be hidden to completely for a user here. Okay, so this is how you will have a three-tier architecture, so that you will have a restriction accessing this data. Data should be in a structured manner, so that it will be easy to handle it. So now you have it all the connections here. You have it secured connection, all this. Okay, you see it. So when the user is requesting, it is secured connection. Okay, so here this is internal. You don't have any security here. Okay, so this depicts the three-tier architecture. So down you see it, dots you have, right? So all they are based on the user-based role access. So based on the user, the color is changing here. Okay. So now we will see it, how there will be a difference between two-tier and three-tier architecture. Okay. You have two-tier and three-tier architecture. Okay. In two-tier architecture, it will be very simple. Okay. You have a bunch of clients here, 1, 2, 3, 4, n number of clients. Okay, this is your client and this is your server layer. File plus database. Okay, you are not giving any separation here. So you can access file or database. It is on a single server. If you are accessing file server and there is a database on that server itself, you can access directly. Okay, so you have 1 and 2. So this is called two-tier. So here what happens is, once you have breach it, okay, let's say attacker breaches it here, then you are completely exposed. All your database will be in his hand and your file server, everything will be exposed. This is a single point of failure. So now we will see the three-tier architecture here. So now you have client here. So clients, it is coming through your firewall. Okay, now you are accessing it with the firewall here, external. Then you have application layer or web layer here. Okay, so you have kept it separation here. Then if you are accessing database, again you have put one more firewall here. Okay, so even if one is compromised, web application is compromised, so your database layer will be protected. Okay, so this is how you are protecting your three-tier architecture. So you will have a controlled manner, so that all the data is not exposed. Okay, this is called defense in depth. Okay, at every layer you are protecting and isolating it. So you are isolation of your application from the database. Okay, even if one is compromised, you will get it. So your database is completely secured. So this is your three-tier architecture. So now we here same, but in a different approach. So here you will have a direct attack risk. Okay, just a simple interface, and if one is compromised, then your all the server layer is compromised. Okay, so you have installed everything on one server. Because of cost factor, you have installed application, database, file server in one server. So you have not separated with the instance. So you need to have separate instance here. Okay, app you should have a separate instance, and database should be in a separate instance, and you should be protecting it with a firewall in between. Okay, this is how your layers will be protecting your uh, business logic and your data.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now you want, okay, so what you wanted to do, you wanted to access something. Okay, database is not working. Okay, so generally what you will do, so from Amazon, what you will do, you will directly uh, open this portal. Okay, you will log in from Amazon. Okay, and then you will log in and you will do a troubleshooting. Okay, this is how you will be doing it, right? So let's say you have some problem, okay, on the database server or application server. Okay, so you have some problem, you need to troubleshoot it. Okay, so how you will do it? You will just log in through SSH through PuTTY to this, and you will be doing, right? So this is your laptop. Let's say this is your laptop. Let me put it in this way. Correct? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, now you will be not able to connect to this two. Why? You tell me the reason why. You won't be able to connect to these two. Any reason behind this? What is the reason behind this? So, I have mentioned in the diagram itself. You tell me reason why you can't connect. See, you will be not able to connect it here because you don't have public IP here. Okay, you have not configured with the public IP. So even if you have public IP, then only you will directly connect, or else you will not be able to connect. You understood now the importance of your public IP address? No public IP address, only private IP. Okay. So if you have only public IP, let's say you have only private IP, means you will be accessed only internally. Okay. You cannot access it from the outside world. So you need to log in first into any Amazon here, Amazon instance, EC2 instance. Then you will be able to access. Okay. Let's say if you want to access Ascent network. Okay. Let's say these are all Ascent machines. Okay. You need to come inside Ascent. Then only you will be able to access that. Okay. So let's say I will make this as I will change this color. Okay. Okay, green. Okay. Then I will put it inside. So if you come inside inside the institute, then only you will be able to access all this with the private IP address. Public IP address you don't have it here. That is why you cannot access it. Okay. So for any network, you should be inside that. Then only you will be able to access. That is why you have a VPC here. Okay, your virtual private cloud. If you enter inside, then only you will be able to access. If you want to access from outside, what you need to do? You need to have a public IP for that. Then only you will be able to access. If you don't have public IP, you cannot access. Now you understood? What is the significance between public IP and private IP?
Yes, sir.
Now you open your. So I will remove this all. Okay, I will remove all these icons now. Okay, I will remove these connections. Okay. So let's say I will take this. Directly I will take this raw diagram. Okay, I will take a screenshot of it. Okay, I will open up in the Paint. Okay. Okay. See now if I want to access it. Okay. So this is for admin access. So I want to connect it to my, let me take this pencil here. Okay. Let's say you want to connect to this. Okay, I don't have public IP, no public IP, only you have private IP here. Okay, this one is also only private IP. Okay, these are the backend servers. So these are internet facing, okay, where you will have public IP address. Okay. So now you have configured it so that the traffic will come here. Okay. So this is for your website, you configured it. Okay. So now I am a admin guy. Okay. I want to do a administration. I want to check the database. So I cannot directly connect to this because this is restricted. This is also restricted. What I will do? I will connect to this Bastion host. Okay. Only SSH is allowed here. Okay. If you connect it directly to SSH here, it will be blocked. So you connect it from here. Okay. Now you have logged into your Bastion host. Okay. So now you are inside your Amazon now. Okay. Now you have your private IP address. You have public IP and private IP. Okay. In this VM you have configured both public and private. Okay. So now you have a private IP address. With this IP address you can connect here. Okay. You can connect directly here also. Okay. So this host, okay, it will be used to protect the complete infrastructure. If you want to manage it, okay, you cannot directly access this machine or this one or this one. Okay. SSH will be denied on all these servers. Okay. Only if you are coming through proper channel, then only it will be allowed. That is why you will have a Bastion host protecting all your infrastructure. Okay, got it? So we will see it more detail in the next classes. Okay, how it will protect, what it will do. I will give some references diagrams also. Then you will be able to understand that.